What was something your parents ruined for you? From the moment I played my first song on this clunky plastic keyboard, I knew music was it for me. I didn't care that the keys stuck or that it only played four sounds. I'd sit for hours in my room, legs crossed on the carpet, making up songs about my dog chasing squirrels or how the rain sounded on the window. It felt like magic, like I was building something out of thin air. By 10, I had taught myself chords from shaky YouTube tutorials. I'd pause every few seconds, rewind, and try again. My fingers would fumble, but I kept at it until the notes finally sounded like what I heard in my head. At 13, I filled a notebook with scribbled lyrics and scratched out melodies. That first real song I wrote was simple, but it felt alive, like it belonged to me. My music teacher let me perform at the school assembly. Afterward, one of the 8th graders said my voice gave her goosebumps. My English teacher cried when I played a song I wrote about losing my grandmother. People saw something in me. They said I had a gift, but at home, it felt like no one was listening. My dad always made a face when he heard the piano, a small twitch of his mouth, like he'd just stepped in something wet with socks on. He'd pass my door and mutter, "You still on that thing?" Like I was wasting electricity. My mom was worse without meaning to be. She'd walk into the room with a laundry basket and talk over whatever I was playing. "Make sure you finish your math homework," she'd say, barely glancing at the keyboard. If I said I was working on a new piece, she'd nod and say, "That's nice, but let's keep things balanced, okay?" Then she'd remind me that colleges care more about grades than hobbies. They never came to my school performances, not until one, when I practically begged. They sat in the back, and halfway through my song, I saw my dad nodding off, his head tilted back, mouth half open. When I looked back at my music stand, the notes blurred. Senior year came and I had my heart set on this music conservatory. I had the recordings, the scores, letters of recommendation. I worked on my portfolio after school, sometimes staying up past midnight. I barely talked to friends. I just wanted this one chance. All I needed was the application fee. I still remember the kitchen that night. I held the form, hopeful, nervous, my voice shaking a little. My mom didn't even look up from the chicken she was marinating. "A conservatory?" she said like it was a word she didn't understand. My dad didn't say anything at first, just flipped a page in the newspaper, then said, "You're not serious." I tried explaining that it was a good school and that its alumni worked in film, games, and production. My mom wiped her hands on a towel and sighed, "You're smart. Don't waste it on something that won't pay the bills." That was it. No questions, no conversation, just a door shutting in my face. I cried in my room that night, quietly, so they wouldn't hear. I took the keyboard apart the next day and packed it away. Told myself I'd try again someday, but I knew I wouldn't. I ended up studying marketing at a school I didn't care about. Pretended I just grew out of the music thing. People believed it. I almost did too. Now I work in an office with glass walls and quiet hallways. Everything looks perfect. But sometimes, I'll hear someone playing in the park, a melody drifting through the air, and my chest tightens. I can't explain it. It's like hearing my own voice from a dream I forgot I had. My parents didn't hate music. They just never thought it was worth believing in. And when the people who raised you make you feel foolish for loving something, it changes how you love anything at all. They didn't just take music away from me. They made me afraid to hope.